Hello, I'm back this year for another Christmas ornament tutorial. This is the third one. I can't believe I almost didn't do this year because I just was like, I don't know what to do. Had no energy, but finally an idea came and I pulled something together. So today we're going to be making this little simple, very simple, easy. I hope it's easy enough for all of you to make without too much trouble. So first, check that you have your scissors. I have some scissors here and a toothpick, or if you don't have a toothpick, you can use a pencil. Anything just needs to be round to make a round shape in your wire. And if you're really have tools, you can use some flat nose pliers and some round nose pliers and some wire nippers. That's really ideal to do too, but if you don't, hopefully you can make it with these ordinary household items. Okay, so you should have your charm, two charms. One might be a personalized charm. I'm going to do the Nutcracker. And you should have enough beads to make 2 ornaments. That would be 10 beads, 10 stones actually. They're not beads, they're stones. And 2 stars. I've just got 1 in here. A charm. So what's really fun about these is I used my engraving machine to put the 2022 on them. That's something new I added to my studio this year. Okay, so first off, your wire will have come in 1 long coil. And I've already cut my wire in half, but you'll need to cut yours in half. That's the start. And also, your hanger will also have come in 1 long piece. So you'll have to cut those in half. I already cut mine in half. That's pretty easy to do. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how to cut that in half. All right, to start with, take out your beads you're going to use. And we'll be using the wire. The wire will be the first step. So take your toothpick or your rounding tool that you're going to use and kind of put it a little bit up from the end and wrap the shorter side up and over the toothpick, okay, to make a loop. And you have to take your toothpick out and slide your charm onto that loop. That's pretty easy, right? All right, and then hold this with your thumb and index finger, and with your other index finger, kind of wrap that short end of the wire using your thumb and your finger to guide it around the long wire. And when the wire gets a little too short to work with, then you can take your scissors or your wire nippers and cut the little last piece off. So this wire is thin enough that it shouldn't damage anybody's scissors. Never cut steel wire with scissors. That will damage your wire for sure, your scissors for sure. So if you have a little bit sticking out, I mean, it's not a big deal because this is not going to hang next to your skin, but if you want to just push that little end down with the scissors, you can do that or leave it. Okay, so if your wire got a little crooked in the process, just straighten it out. Get your biggest bead. Well, these are crystals. These are cracked crystals. So be careful because if you drop this on stone or cement, it might shatter, but otherwise it should be pretty durable. And slide it onto your wire. And just do that all the way, all 5 of them. 2. Can you guess what sizes these are? The biggest one is a centimeter, 10 millimeters. And the smallest is 4. So these should all just slide right onto your wire with no problem. I went with a thinner wire this year to make sure all the beads will fit on it, because last year a few people had issues with the beads not fitting on. It was like, oh darn. Okay, once you got all your beads on, get your star. And I like to use, the bottom with the 2 pointy, where the hole is between the 2 pointy bits, and stick that on the wire so that it's pointing upright. There. So far, so good. Okay, so get your toothpick again and put it above, little bit of space there. Not directly on top of the star, but a little higher than the star, just a bit. And wrap the wire around like you did last time. Now, this time you can leave the toothpick in And just twist the toothpick to give you the, to get it secured at the bottom. And that works too. Take the toothpick out, and now you're going to have to cut this wire off. So I like to put the star sideways to the wire, and that if you're using scissors or even if you're using pliers, and that way you're not going to risk cutting the loop that you made while you cut off the wire. So get as close as you can, and you see I've got quite a bit sticking out. It's kind of hard to get in there with scissors, so if you can use your finger to push it down a little, and then use your scissors to kind of just get in there and push that down. And even if you can't, it's not like you're going to be wearing this, but you don't want to poke anybody. So if you can get it pushed in, that would be great. This is maybe the hardest part of this, is pushing in that little bit. And you can see I'm having a little bit of a difficult time with it. Sometimes I have to shut up and stop talking so I can concentrate on what I'm doing. And this is when having pliers is a better. Yeah, it's kind of basically kind of in there. All right, so the next step is to get your hanger. Have your hanger. And now we'll slide on your 2022 charm. Slide it in. Now if that's not going to fit in there, if you're having a problem getting the tip in, just twist it a little bit to make it smaller at the end. And then it should work for no problem. Slide it in, and then slide it onto your hoop and get it centered. Bring the two ends of your hanger together. Now you have to make a knot, so if you don't really know how to make a knot, ask somebody to help you. Otherwise, just make a knot at the end and pull it tight. And you're done. That is the end of one ornament. And I'll let you make your second one all by yourself. And if you're still not happy with that tip sticking out, which I'm not, so afterwards I'm going to work on pushing it in and get it down against the wire a little better. So there you go, and that's all there is to this ornament. Thank you for watching, and thank you for ordering the kit. Oh, and you know what? If you have extra wire, which you probably will, have some extra wire and you've got some beads or charms or little things around the house, you could make a few more all by yourself. Bye!